What do you say to someone who has excuses after excuses after excuses? I'll tell you that in a couple of seconds. First, I'm going to say hi to all my inner circle. You'll see an IC next to them in the chat. And then also to my super chatters and other people that have just dropped in. So happy new day to Bill, Deborah, Craig, Jerome, Mary, Jody, Arthur, Kai, Coach Bob, Mike, Sandy, Ola from Sweden, Melody, Matthew, my son, Scott, John. Wow, a lot of them. And we're ready to go. All right, here we go. Hello, my name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's subject is, what do you say to someone who has excuses? Excuses, excuses, excuses. Now, I know for a fact you guys will love this first one. All you got to say is, well, thank you very much. And I wish you much happiness and success. The biggest thing, the fastest thing you could say is just don't debate with them. Don't argue with them. Don't try to close them. Don't try to sell them. The best thing in the world, I'll promise you, is when someone makes excuses, just go, okay. I thank you very much for listening to me. I wish you much happiness and success. You know how hard that is for people? And let me tell you the psychological behind that is psychologically, when we make excuses, we want people to debate. We want people to say, the fast comeback. You know what I mean? Well, to be honest with you, I'm busy. Well, this is why you really need this business. How many of you feel like people are not listening to you? And when you realize that people are not listening and not paying attention to you, how does that make you feel? So, have some of you had someone that reached out to you and they go, hello, and you're going, oh my God. And you go, all right, hello. And they go, how are you doing? And you're going, I'm doing awesome. I'm blessed and highly favored and deeply loved. How are you? And then they come back and say, where do you live? I live in Switzerland. And all of a sudden in your mind, you're going like, hey, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. So what I do is people will reach out to me and I'll just say, how long? They'll go, hello. And I'll put, hello, how long have you been with My Daily Choice? If they ignore me and don't respond right and don't answer the question, I'm done. I might say to them, why didn't you answer my question? Because after that's usually when they're trying to pitch you on whatever you're doing. Now, if we look in the normal world, right? In the normal world, if you walked up to somebody and say you're dating, right? And you walk up to somebody and you say, hi, how are you? And they look at you and go, I'm happily married. I'm super happily married. Doesn't that make you think that, hey, I'm just not interested. You could be a great person. I'm just not interested. And if the person keeps hounding you, that's ridiculous. So the psychological behind it is when you say to someone, you go, hey, do you know anyone that needs to make extra money? I don't know anybody, or I'm too busy, or I'm in another company. I'm happily married. See, when you stop closing and you respect their decision and you're listening and you're interested to them is the way to get anywhere if you want to. So I would just very simply, hey, I'm already in a company. Man, I wish you so much happiness and success. And again, I hope the gift that I gave you helps you in some way. That's it. Now, I am going to go into other things because a lot of things are about what would be this right word to say? Most people have these auto response that they say. I never even thought about that. Email has it. We have voicemail. It's like people really have just a thing that they say, right? And you go, hey, do you know anyone that wants to make extra money? No. Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the gift, right? Much happiness and success to you. Walk away. And so when if you communicate and people are coming back with excuses, then all I would say to people, hey, I respect that. See, there's a really thing that when you're talking to people, if you really hear them, you say, I hear what you're saying. And be brutally honest. I totally understand where you're coming from. And leave it. Now, some people say you should go into the 3-step close. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but this is what I found. And I can help you find your way. Some of you probably never heard that last one, right? But understand that if you take it away from them, just respect and move on, then they'll move on. They'll basically say, well, what is this? Because you did what everybody didn't do. You did what everybody else goes into it. Wow, have you heard of my daily choice? Did you hear that it's this? And did you hear that it's this and this and this? And we got this and we got this. And this whole like letter, a couple of chapters out of a book with links. Oh my God. A conversation is you communicating to a person and they communicate back. So it's got to be a back and feel, right? Back and feel, back and forth, back and feel. That's good, you know? And so one of the things that if I was directly talking to somebody, and again, I trust speak to those that have ears to hear, I just surrender all and I look for that guidance and make it personalized. And I'll say, do you have one reason why you should do this? And they usually come back and go, what do you mean? And you were really, really bold and honest with me, the reasons that you don't want to do this. So you got the reasons down that you shouldn't do this. Do you know of any reasons why you should do this? All right. And if someone that you already know that's in the business, right? Because it says, what do you say to someone that has excuses? See, what if they're already in the business and they consistently come up with excuses? All you need to say to them is, and A-N-D. Well, I was in special education. I had learning disabilities. I'm dyslexic. And I was on the short bus, and so it's difficult for me to read. And even if I could read, sometimes I can't understand what the author or the writer's trying to get across, because it's difficult for me to comprehend that. And then you say that, and the person goes, and 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 what? Well, give me some other reasons. Give me some other reasons why you don't think you could do this. And that's when people go, damn it. Damn it. And no matter what it is, I got taken away from my parents when I was really, really young. And, I grew up in foster homes and orphanages. And, um, um, yeah, yeah, I hung around with the wrong group of guys and I got in trouble a lot. And another word for "and" is good. Good. Um, well, I've been in a number of different companies and it didn't work for me. Good. What? Good. I What do you mean good? Well, that I'm saying good because you've already experienced what happens when you're not with somebody that is already documented in helping other people learn. Now you know what to find in a company that might not make it. Um, it's like I'm not a really good people person. Good. What do you mean good? Well, a lot of people, have you ever heard the phrase that stupid people don't know they're stupid? And people go, yeah, I've heard that. Well, you know that you're not a good people person. So isn't it interesting that you can learn those skills? Wouldn't you like to be a people person? Wouldn't you like to be a person that people are attracted to, that want to follow? Wouldn't it be cool to be a people person? I never thought of that. I don't like social media. Good. And again, this is just something to keep them in the conversation maybe a little longer, but here's the whole goal to this video. I really want two things. One is I want people to remember me because I'm not like everybody else. So when people ask me how I'm doing, you know what I mean? And I say, well, greatly blessed, highly favored, and deeply loved. See, that's not a common, an average, ordinary way of responding. And it's sure not negative. How you doing? Same crap, different day. And I'm always thinking about what would be better. Like, happy new day to you. What? Great morning. Happy new day. Well, what do you mean happy new day? Well, isn't it crazy how people get really excited about happy new year, but they don't get excited about a happy new day? This is the first day of the rest of my life. Happy new day. You people again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about finding and feeling and searching for your inner voice on how you want to become. Does that make sense? What you want to become. And when you start focusing and becoming that person and creating that person, a wonderful becoming, when you start focusing on that, everybody's going to think you're weird. And what a wonderful place to be. Because now what we do is other people start noticing us and they go, wow, that person's different. That person is going against the stream, the flow. That person's unique. And people that are unique, people that are positive, people that are going places want to be around those kind of people. No one likes being around the bah humbug person, the same crap every day kind of person, the person that can find a problem in every solution. I've met people that have said, well, I'm a pessimist. And I'm going like, good for you. And good for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it's all about sorting, finding the right people at the right time in their life instead of trying to convince people against their will. And then they keep the same mindset still. See, there's nothing worse, in my opinion, than trying to trick or close or manipulate somebody that isn't the right person at the right time. And then once you get in, you're known as the person that got them to spend money that they may or may not have. And you put them in a worse situation because they really wasn't ready. They really wasn't ready. So I just like agreeing with people. It's so much easier for me. I don't like these companies. Hey, I appreciate you taking your time. We'll talk to you soon. They're like, what? Say, because they're used to people, going after them. So I love and appreciate you. If no one's giving you permission to succeed and be happy and fulfilled, let me do that for you. My mentors did it for me. And please do me a huge personal favor and share this video. Bye for now.